Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Date Affirm the Real. I am Kia.
I'm Marcus.
And we just wanted to come in and get it started with you all. It is 7 o'clock. And as always, we are going live. We have a topic this evening that we are about to explore. I'm going to do less talking, but I needed to get it started because Marcus was a little distracted there. So I needed to get us started. I need to get us a little boost. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this evening started. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you all. We got some new members that have just come in, a big influx of new members. We want to thank you all for coming in and joining us, and we want to thank all the members that have invited people to come and join the platform. We really, really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you all this weekend. Marcus is going to talk more about that, but of course, we wanted to liven it up, let you all know. Let's get this thing done. It's Wednesday evening, and this is Date Affirm the Real.
Okay, what you said. So, like you said, thank you everybody for joining, all the new members. This is the biggest turnout of new members we ever had, and it's so fitting it's happening at the 1 year mark. And I want to thank all you, thank you those who invited the new members. That was just wonderful, because that tells us the vision is being shared. And I really appreciate it. The positivity is being shared. I'm sorry, is that my baby?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey, family. So, this weekend, it's time. The countdown has begun. We are Friday, the happy hour. Saturday, the masquerade. Sunday, the trail walk. 5 p.m. Wizards. Happy hour. Let's get together. Let's coordinate, have fun. Let's be around each other. Let's welcome these new members. Come on, come all. Let's enjoy it. Saturday, the hookah lounge, Cleopatra. The masquerade. We gonna do the masquerade ball. I don't got my mask right now, so I'm gonna just borrow hers.
Wrong way.
Oh. You know I ain't gonna bless. I can't see colors. Yeah. I'll be wearing my contacts so I can see where I'm going. Someone will tear nothing up because I will knock some things down. So, then Saturday, then Friday, Sunday. The trail walk with a special surprise. I want to tell you so bad, but somebody said don't do it. And you should always listen to that inner voice or that voice next to you. But come Sunday, it's finally not 100 degrees everywhere in Texas. Come enjoy, and guess what? All these events are not exclusive to just the DAR members. Bring somebody, let them join, watch, see how we do it. Let them share the positivity. So, with that being said, today's topic is head of household. And I just came up with this like yesterday. It came to me yesterday. What is head of household? But yet, who is the head of household? Where does this come from? What do we do with head of household? You know, it's always that discussion. I'm the head of the house. I'm the man, so I'm the head of the house. Is it really the man? What makes the head of the household? And if you think back, those who've been with the DAR from the beginning, you remember that first panel we had, that male panel? And Mike was on there? And one of the comments that raised eyebrows, he said, oh, my bad. I was being emphatic. Okay, yeah.
You can be emphatic, but just don't hit the tape.
My bad. I hit my chest. I'm the bunker. All right, so when he said, I'm the head of my household, I am the CEO, it raised a lot of eyebrows. And what people didn't take out of it was his wife was his CEO. I mean, what's the financial officer? CFO. Thank you. This is why you're my better half, my trusted half. My greater half, I should say. I can't say better half till I make sure something else happened. But anyway, so but But what is that? What does that really entail? Some people say if I'm the breadwinner, I'm the head of the household. If I make the money, I'm the head of the household. That's it. Some people say I'm the man, I'm the head of the household, and everything else doesn't matter. So I struggle with this because I really don't know what's the proper way. I can go my way. I can go traditional way. I can go non-traditional way. But nothing is really written, or nothing came to me and said, what is the right way? These are my opinions, and these are just my things I'm thinking about. We got things of some people, I read somewhere that head of household shouldn't exist. It's an authoritarian type regime where you are ruling like you're the king. And all saying, I'm the king of my castle. Are you really king? Some people, then I read somewhere it's a co-op where each other is trying to is achieving for a higher goal, a special place, a better being. And these are the questions I'm wondering. And then I want you to chime in as we go on. Chime in. I want to know, how do we feel about that? Because if I'm a general, say I'm going to be the general of the household, I'm the general, and I start sending my soldiers this way and that way, how do I know to send them? Do I just send them, go there, game of chess, put your soldiers here, attack here? And anybody knows any kind of strategy in war or in military? Intelligence. If I assume the head of household in our house, I can't make any proper decisions, rational decisions, insightful decisions without listening to her, talking to her, and valuing her what she says. Because contrary to my belief, I don't know everything. And sometimes we have to get our ego out the way and understand that there are some things we don't know. And it's not just saying men. This is male, female, monkeys, dogs, cats. We don't know everything. And if I did, hell, I wouldn't need nobody in my life. And so this is why I wonder, is the man is always supposed to be that household, because in a lot of cases, your other half is smarter than you. Your other half can be wiser than you. So do you relinquish that mentality? Hey, just because I am who I am, male or whatever, and I should be the alpha, and whatever my way goes? And this is the questions I have. That alpha and the beta and all that. To me, that doesn't always make sense. So then, and I know how people are already thinking the Bible said, oh shit, I ain't gonna say it like that. The Bible says the male, this should be the head. Or religion says. But there are other religions out there where the female is the head of the household. Who's to say that's wrong? Then we go to the animal world. The male mammal is always the head of the pack. That's not always true either. I was looking it up. There are African lions where the female lioness is the head of the pack. There are elephants that are head of the pack. There are whales where the female's head of the pack. So how do we go about making a decision who's head? Who's the leader? Now, what I do believe, this is my opinion, there should be a final decision maker. And what I mean by that,
I think that's what Mike said, isn't it?
I think so.
I think that's what
yeah.
ultimately, That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I am the leader of the house. I'm the head of the household. What was the verbiage you said he said?
He's the CEO and she's
the CEO and she's the CFO. But he said, but when it came to decision making, when it came to the final decision,
exactly,
he was the person that was going to make the final decision, and she trusted him to make the final decision.
And I know, and that's where the CFO comes in, because other than your partner, what most of the time is the most important thing to a person? Their money. If she's a CFO, she has control of their money. She can do what she wants, but that takes trust. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you trust me with your money, your heart, what's there left? Those are some of the major things that actually break relationships up, break up relationships.
Right.
So, if I'm giving you those things, I'm giving you those the things that's dearest to me, and the things that's keeping me alive. You know, that's like being in the desert and I give you my bottle of water. Say, hold this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you my livelihood. And and basically that's a trust factor that has to be developed. And with that trust factor, it goes both ways. So if through decision making, I assume the head of the household mantle, I have to say, or you have to say, I'm giving you that privilege. I'm giving you that ultimately that responsibility, respect, because there is gonna come a time where she say this over here, I say this over here, and it conflicts.
Yeah.
So, but one decision gotta be made, and who gets that final word? And that's where really that comes in. Mm-hmm. But as a leader, and this is not just at home, this is every walk of your life. As a leader, if you take that mantle, you have to assume the consequences or the reward of that decision. So if that situation came and I said, no, we're gonna do it that way, and she'd be like, babe, no, I really don't think it. And I was like, no, we're gonna do it this way. And she says, okay. And I was wrong. I can't blame nobody. I have to take those consequences. You know?
And be accountable.
And that's part of being a leader.
Mm-hmm. Also, I want to say this because I see that Janelle posted, you both are the lead. It's a team effort. I don't think you can have two leaders. In fact, we just kind of talked about that a little bit. The reason I don't think you can have two leaders is because y'all gonna keep bumping into each other, right? Both of us trying to lead, both of us trying to take control, both of us trying to run things. So you're gonna keep bumping into each other because you have two people trying to lead. So personally, for me, I don't think that two people can lead. Two people can attribute contribute their thoughts, their beliefs, their ideas, but ultimately, as you stated, one person has to be the final decision maker. And you shouldn't be with a person that you can't trust to make the final decision. And so you have to be sure, like, am I with a person that I can trust to make decisions as it relates to our life, as it relates to our where we're gonna live,
right?
What our finances are gonna look like, what all of these different things. We have to have that conversation, but ultimately there has to be one leader. Only one person can lead.
Exactly.
Again, Marcus and I talked about this before we went live, and I won't go into great detail about it. But I'll just take this group for instance. This is a group that Marcus and I created, and everybody contributes to this group, right? But can everybody lead this group? Absolutely not, because we'll be all over the place, right? And then there wouldn't be any organization. we wouldn't know which way we were going because everybody's trying to lead. So ultimately, there has to be a hierarchy as it relates to positions, because otherwise that leads to confusion. You have to understand, and then there are strengths that I don't have that Marcus has, and vice versa. So we have conversations, and I can say to him, you know what, you're strongly organized, so you take over that. And I'm strongly more organized as it pertains to finances, so I'll take over that aspect of it. So it's about having those conversations and then saying, okay, this is going to be the role that I play. Mm-hmm. This is the role that you're going to play. And then we're going to both come together and have those conversations. I'm a heavy communicator. So there are times where I'll say to him, hey, we didn't have a conversation about that. Like, we need to be communicating so that we're both on the same page about things, because I think that's important, that we're on the same page.
You know, so two things when you speaking that came to my mind. One, as head of household, well, the two is one. Ego. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have egos, strong egos. And so if both have a strong ego, that really is going to cause a conflict. So one of us has to kind of tone down our ego so we can make that better, achieve that goal and make a better place. And, and two, we have to be in a mindset that, hey, the decision whoever had a household, if you or me make, is always for the good of the house.
Right.
Period.
Right.
The house comes before individual.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes that get lost. Our priorities shift, and this is what I wanted to do because my ego, or I think we should did this because I need this or need that to happen.
Yeah.
And it puts the household in jeopardy. I'm not saying that, say for instance, your dream, your ambition comes, it should be set on the back burner for your household, but you gotta make it work together.
Right.
Like for us, you have a brand, and I acknowledge your brand. And sometimes we have to make sacrifices to build the brand. Even for this, we have to make sacrifices for this brand.
Right.
And that sometimes that sacrifice comes in making the household lack minor things. Nothing major, but we have to come to a decision on that. We have to come to terms that, hey,
right,
this is not that important. No, we don't need to eat today. I'm just joking.
We ain't gonna eat out today. I do want to go back to a comment I saw Latrice made.
Go ahead.
Because I just love this comment. She said, the head of household is usually the primary person who provides for a family. However, it takes both input to make the final decision. It's a partnership. So,
I don't know if I agree with that one right now.
Okay.
Because first, read that first part to me again.
The head of household is usually the primary person who provides for a family.
All right.
However, you have to listen to the whole thing. You can't just listen to the first part. However, it takes both input to make the final decision. Okay. It's a partnership. So that's why I'm telling you, don't just focus on the first part, because it's a collective comment.
Okay.
You can't just...
I'm glad you...
That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you reread it. So I do agree with it. And then she just said, I'm sorry, before you go on, she said, everyone in the relationship has a role to play. Mm-hmm. At times, one partner will give 60-40 and the other 80-20. It depends on the situation and what one person is stronger in. The only time it's 50-50 is when you split. Ooh, we ain't gonna talk about splitting.
Yeah.
We gonna leave that shit alone. I'm splitting right now. My sandwich with you. Shit. We ain't splitting nothing. We ain't down 50-50. Hell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a different kind of thought process about that.
Yeah.
But
that's a whole another topic.
Okay, so Cassandra said, so who would have the final decision in that example? I think ultimately we have the conversation right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Early.
I mean, I think throughout.
To my early relationship.
Yeah.
As we get
Exactly. So early on in our relationship, we had that conversation. And I think this is kind of what we've talked about all along, because you all have really went on the journey with us in our relationship. When we started this group, we had been together 3 or 4 months. So you all have literally gone through the entire process of our dating. And so it was because we did so much communicating. I asked a ton of questions, and he didn't like it at first, but I got what I needed. And then I gave him information, because he wasn't really asking a bunch of questions, but I was, hey, this is how I think, this is how I feel about things. And so by having all of that communication and that understanding, and we shared this before, we talked about everything from who washes clothes to who pays what to who does what. We had those very, very honest conversations about those things. So in our situation, there are times where he'll say, well, babe, I'm going to defer to you. What do you think about this? Whatever you think, whatever you feeling about this, we'll go with that. And then there are times where I'm like, hey, babe, what do you think about this? Is it okay if we do this? And he'll say, let me think about that. I'll come back to you, and then and I'll let you know what I think. And then from there, he'll say, well, based on more facts, right, or gaining more clarity, then a decision is made. And so it's never about, I'm in control, he's in control. We move a little bit differently. That's how we move. Again, this is not to say that everybody moves like us, everybody has to do it like us. It works for us. We have peace, we have harmony in doing it that way. And so that's what works for us. So if you are a person who's like, I'm in control, I'm Tarzan, and this is what it is, that's not how we operate.
But if it works for you in your house, go for it. Because what works for one doesn't always work for the other. Everything we say or do is not a blanket.
Right.
People have different individual personalities, individual thought processes, individual successes. Our success at something could be another person's failure,
right,
and vice versa. And that's what we always try to transport to you. Mentally, give me a word. What
you trying to say? I don't know.
Convey, god dang it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cassandra, it is a team. When we come together, it's a team effort. But a final decision is made by somebody, and typically, honestly, I will relinquish that to him because I trust that he will do that. If he's not comfortable with making that decision, he will say to me, hey, you know what? What do you think? What do you want to do in that situation? If you want to do that, then let's go ahead and do that. But in most instances, I'm going to go and say, babe, you make the final decision on this.
Yeah. And in transparency, a transparency moment for me, not us, but me. Mm-hmm. One of the things that led to help contribute to past relationships, failures in past relationships, not taking that lead like I should have. When it was really given to me, it might not have been expressed. It was given to me or expected of me. And it wasn't and we didn't communicate it properly. Once again, that communication thing is it's a beast. I didn't do everything I was supposed to. And if you don't take that mantle when it's presented to you, things run wild. And ultimately, it ends your relationship. It contributes to the end of a relationship. Mm-hmm. So this is why one of the things when we talk about, and so I don't know if I really express it to you, this is why I want to make sure I do as much as I can. And I'm still learning more in my leadership role as a head of household in our in our endeavor. So, and I'm putting this on camera. Thank you for working with me. I'm still got some ways to go, and I still got improvement. I'll never be perfect. But ultimately, my strive to be perfect for you. Okay?
Yeah.
So, thank you for the journey. Thank you for helping. Thank you for understanding. And even though you didn't know all the facts, I appreciate it. So,
I got you, homie.
My nigga. Can we say nigga on Facebook? Anyway, my dude. All right. Can't say my dude, my baby. Shit. All this damn non-cussing. All right. Now, another thing about being head of household, it could be confusing. Submission. Remember how I had the whole thing of submission? And so I'm going to ask you this, because I don't know the answer and I don't really have opinion. So this is where I'm seeking clarity from everybody. If I assume the head of household mantle, does that mean you're submitting to me?
Yes.
Okay. I just was, because I would think, some people may think, just because I gave you them do
well,
this.
People are going to think differently, right? So that's what we're doing. That's why we're having a discussion. People are going to share their experiences, like Latrice is sharing with Cassandra. You know, we're all sharing our experiences. So we, as I always say, what's my saying?
Eat the fish, leave the bones.
Eat the fish and throw the bones away. So whatever is applicable to you that somebody in the group says, including us, take it, eat it, apply it to your life. If it doesn't apply to you, throw it away. It might come up later. It might be a learning tool later, whatever it may be. But in this particular instance, I believe that if I say, babe, I trust that you're going to make the right decision. I'm submitting to you.
Okay.
I'm submitting to you in that leadership role to make the right decision.
And
in my opinion.
Your opinion. And I'm going to ride with your opinion because I like how your opinion sounds. Yeah. And, you know, ultimately, it's a trust factor.
Yeah.
And one of the things we had to really get out of, I think we should do, is settle any battle of personalities. Because of a battle of personality leads more into ego, and I think it'll cause a conflict that will lead to rash decisions for the household and wrong decisions in the household. Because when we had the battle of personalities, now we're fighting for control. Who can beat the chest harder? And I think this is why you need to establish early on who's going to have this head. And I mean, before marriage.
Yep.
Even before being all the way serious.
Right. So I'll say this in response to that. So I think that if you're taking that leadership role, right, and saying I'm the head of the household, that your actions are lining up with what you're saying.
Okay.
Right? So for instance, everybody knows I kind of have this what they call alpha personality. Dave wants to join, but I don't think he can join when we're on the computer. You can try it.
All right, give me a second, Dave.
But I'm going to finish. So I think that ultimately, I forgot my thought. Okay. So your actions allowed me to trust you to lead. If you were irresponsible, if you weren't handling business, well, we wouldn't even be in a relationship. But because you were responsible, because I saw you handling business, because I saw you making decisions, because I saw you doing certain things, that was, to me, the trust factor to say, he can lead. I can trust this man to lead. And I can submit to his leadership.
Okay.
But it's based on your actions. So if you willy-nilly, you all over the place, I don't know. Oh, he said, sorry, accident.
So, So while looking at some of this and researching some of this, and those who know you or been around you, they'll say you have a dominant or almost an alpha female personality.
Yeah.
Just because you have an alpha female personality, don't mean you can't submit.
Exactly.
Because when I was reading it, I was like, yo, that's what I do for her. Yo, that's why we're working.
Yeah.
Yo, because it says some of the things I do complements that personality.
Exactly.
It allows you to achieve what you want to do, but yet give you the ability to say, go ahead, babe, do it.
So remember when we first started dating?
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So look, like a year and a half.
Yeah.
But look,
Shit.
check this out. One of the things that I bragged about was, I bragged about the fact that you made decisions. I was used to always having to make decisions, plan stuff, make decisions, do this, do that. And I didn't have to do that with you. You made decisions. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. This is what time we're going. We're going to show up there. And so after being in relationships where I had to make all the decisions, where people looked to me to be that, it was very refreshing. So as time went on and you kept making decisions and you kept leading, it made it easy for me to say, I can submit to this man. I can't submit to somebody who doesn't have leadership qualities and traits and whose words aren't lining up with that, whose actions aren't lining up with the words.
I'm with
your actions lined up with your words. From our first date up until now, you make decisions.
So it kind of goes back to what we've been saying all along in general in these platforms, these forums. 1 + 1 got to make 2. What I mean by that is what your mouth say and what your ass do got to be one and the same. You know, a lot of times, you know, what you kind of alluded to yesterday on the live with the lounge. FYI, she was amazing. Shy, the DAR
therapist.
Yeah, she can be. Okay, I wish she'd call herself the official therapist of the DAR, but you know, I'm working on it.
She is the official therapist of DAR.
She had to agree to it first, baby. But she
my cousin. I said so.
Okay. Yes, you did, baby. But all right, so it was her. It was Shy, our therapist, Babe Kia, you, and Ray. All four. All four. There we go. The camera's a little off. All 4 DAR members were on there discussing about comments. But one of the things I forgot, I went all the way off.
About comments.
You know what I'm talking about.
We were discussing, do women have...
Yes, there we go. And one of the things that came up, appreciate it, because I was gone.
I didn't finish, though.
I'm sorry.
Because they didn't hear me.
Oh.
Do women have high expectations for men? Are they women keep saying that there's no good men out there, but are their expectations too high? That was the conversation we had last night on the lounge.
Yeah. And one of the things that you and Cuz was talking about, same thing you was talking about, actions aligning with words.
Right.
And that was an underlying theme through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Cause, you know, make your words agree with what your ass is doing.
Right.
And so that's what I was getting at. And all through our conversations, and all through our lives, a lot of our lives, it's always been what you say and what you do gotta be the same. From everything to showing that you can be a leader, to choosing your mate, to even make sure you maintain a relationship with your mate.
So let's touch on that. Okay, first I want to hit on the comments here. So Latrice, I think probably every woman in here viewing tonight is probably alpha that I know. I have an alpha personality, and being submissive doesn't make me weak.
True.
Absolutely true.
True.
Absolutely. It's because I don't think it's about strong or weak. I think it's about recognizing that we have a partner who has the ability to lead, and we trust that leadership, and they trust us. So we're in mutually respectful, trusting relationships that builds that. So again, in the instance where Marcus might say to me, babe, I don't have enough information on this. What do you think about this? And I might have more information. I might be more versed in that particular topic or subject. So he might say, babe, you make the decision on that because I trust what you know about it. So you go ahead and make the decision. Of course, we're going to have to discuss it, but it's the same thing with him. I'll say to him, babe, what do we need to do here? What's the final verdict? And he'll, again, okay, this is what we're going to do, or let me think about it. Let me gather more facts, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And once he says what it is, that's what it is. Let's go back to what you said about words lining up with actions.
Okay.
And it pertaining to, we're going to go off subject just a little bit, because I want to touch on this because I think it's so important because you said it. I want to bring it up. So many women are saying there's no good men out here. I'm not talking from the men. Don't attack me. Don't put it in the comments and attack me. I'm a woman, so I'm talking from a woman's perspective. I've heard a lot of women say there's no good men out here. There's no good men out here. But what are you picking? What is the energy that you're putting out? And how is he showing up? If he's showing up as not a great man, and do you know what the good man is? Do you know what the definition is? Are you putting the same thing out that you want to get in? And if you keep speaking that, what do you think you're going to get? So everything has to be in alignment, or you're going to end up repeating the same things over and over and over. I just wanted to touch on that.
That's cool.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to finish with Latrice's statement about being submissive to make you weak. And no, it doesn't. If you was weak, I can't be as strong as I can be. If I got two twigs, right? You try to read two twigs, you break them. Mm-hmm. Or if I got a thick stick in a little twig, I pop the stick and break it. Just take a little more force. Mm-hmm. If I got two thick sticks, you're gonna hurt yourself trying to break that.
Yeah.
So, it goes back to
good analogy, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You know I love analogies.
Most of mine deal with food though. Anyway, you know how they used to say, "Why every strong man is a strong woman." Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna make it kind of gender neutral with that. Why every good person is a strong partner.
I like that.
Because my next question to you, put you on the spot. Do you believe a woman can be head of the household?
I don't know that I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm sure in some instances, because again, we don't rock like everybody else.
No.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody else can say as a woman, they're the head of the household. I mean, me personally, I don't think that I would be the sole head of household.
No.
I'm a contributor to the household.
And that's how we choose to live ours.
Yeah, we choose to live as contributors, and we have, like I said earlier, in most instances, I defer to Marcus. But we have those instances where we have to have conversations, and then,
And I have to defer to you often.
Right.
I'm not saying I have to defer to you a lot because there's a lot of subjects, a lot of subjects that you are more knowledgeable with. And I have to acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. As your partner.
Well, Latrice said, because if the husband is down, she need to step up.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Damn. That is.
Hey, we need to get our clapping noise, babe.
All right.
That's so true.
Yeah. Because how many times has the husband been sick on his, let's say deathbed, but real, and they, I can't say that, or been sick or hurt or lose his job or hell, even had to go out of town for long periods of time, months at a time. Who holds it? Who's holding it down? That strong woman.
And even in that instance, I still wouldn't say I was the head of the household. I would say that I'm making money. I got your back as I make money. But just because you're sick or you have some issues doesn't mean that I get to make all the decisions and I'm the leader and you have to lay in the bed and be sick and I'll be like, I run shit now.
All right, this ain't no Tyler Perry movie. Anyway.
I'm going to throw you in the tub.
I'm sorry, I had flashbacks.
Sorry, y'all. We act crazy.
But that goes back to saying strong. If you're not strong, you can slide in and take up that slack when needed. After
all the silliness, yes.
Yes, you.
I totally agree. Like, I mean, she definitely hit it on the head with that.
Mm-hmm.
What about a woman who says she's not going to submit and a man can't tell her what to do?
So, I actually thought about that. Mm-hmm. And this kind of thought about it in the way of this term I'm hearing more now, the beta male. Where...
Yeah, that's coming up a lot.
Yeah, beta male. And there's men out there who are comfortable with that title. That's fine. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, as I started researching it, I have some beta qualities. I'm fine with them. I'm comfortable with what I can do. And if she's not gonna submit to a man, that's fine. If the man she's with is comfortable, it's cool with that. Fine, that's your household. Mm-hmm. If it survives, outstanding. If it doesn't, find someone else to make it survive. It's your house.
So my question would be, well, why have a partner then?
Well,
I'm just asking from a woman's perspective to a man, why have a partner if you're saying that a man can't tell you nothing and you ain't listening and you ain't submitting? Like, and I see what Latrice is saying. That's a lonely. She said, in my opinion, that's a lonely and unhappy woman. I mean,
that's what that means. IMO.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Oh shit. Anyway,
just learn something new, baby.
Yeah.
Just learn something new. Check you out.
I'm trying to figure out what MO is.
Check you out. Learn new shit.
They got a dictionary for that shit. Now back to your question.
Oh, wait. I want to read Dave's comment. Submission for me means we agree, we trust each other's decision, we love each other enough to step back and let the other lead. We are equal. We are. Hot damn it, y'all on fire tonight. I love that. Y'all on fire, right? Because that. Ultimately, what did we say? Submission is trust.
Yes.
Trusting your partner enough to say whatever you say. What words do I say? Whatever you say, babe. Whatever you say, babe. Okay. That's the decision. That's the decision. So that really is what it is. That's a great definition. Submission means we agree. Mm-hmm. We trust each other's decision. We love each other enough to step back. Hold on, let me get back to that comment so I can finish reading that. We trust each other's decisions. We love each other enough to step back and let the other lead. We are equal. We are one.
The we are one,
that sums it all up.
Yeah, we are one because I'm not going to make a decision to hurt myself.
Right.
And if we're one, so I'll make a decision to hurt you, that means hurt
myself.
About it. I mean, that's what it is. I can't.
Talk about it.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
So, unless you're going back to self-sabotage.
So, but wait, I need you to sit there for a minute. That's why I said talk about it. So look, if you can't trust the person you're with to make a decision for your household that they live in too, you have to know that if they make a bad decision, it's to their detriment too. So they have tried their very best to analyze the best outcome for the both of you all. Mm. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Wow. All right then. Damn. That was kind of strong.
I mean, I just came up with that, babe.
Shit.
It just hit my spirit.
Go on my thick stick.
It just hit my spirit.
Got me a thick stick over here.
Okay, so Sabrina said people need to stop acting like the word submissive is so bad. Yes. We both submit to each other daily. It's not a one-sided thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think a lot of times some of that submissive stuff come from they're talking that side of your neck. Hang around your peers and we all talking under that shade.
Hang around unhappy people.
Or me just talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the South. You know, you catch them old men drinking them beers and that corn liquor, sitting in the tree, telling nothing but lies of what they did and who they did it to. You know, you be a little younger, you start believing it. You believe that's in that dumb stuff. I run my household.
Yeah.
And she do this, but let that man check me late.
Right.
He looking crazy. Well, you gonna stay? How long you gonna stay on this tree? I ain't going home just yet.
Yeah, but definitely through time that has evolved even, right? Because
right.
you know, back in the time when you're talking about, it was a lot differently. Women stayed at home, so
yeah.
So it's different, right? And Dave even said it, right? We do. I'm cleaning the kitchen, right? So that whole role assignment thing, it doesn't really exist, you know, like it used to.
Because
you do what works best in your household. So having people say that you need to do it like this, you need to do it like that, and this is the only way to do it, I think that prevents the relationship from being as healthy as it can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a healthier relationship with someone when you all have that communication. It's open, it's healthy, and you can say, hey, I want to tell you something. These are my strengths. And then you share with me what your strengths are. And then collectively we come together and we say, okay, through our conversation, I've learned that I'm great with money. Mm-hmm. I'm great with organization. I'm great with this. And you say, oh, awesome. I'm great with this, and I'm great with that, and I'm great with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Oh, Sabrina said I try to stay away from biblical roles. Well, we do stay away from biblical roles. We do. We move to the beat of our own drum, and like I said, it works for us. We're not knocking nobody else's way, nobody else's values or belief system. We beat to the drum of our own beat. So however it beats for us, it works. That's how we are able to have healthy dialogue, healthy communication, healthy relationship.
You know,
I implore people to do what works for you in your relationship. Do that. Please do that. Don't listen to us if you're like, what they talking about?
Right.
I want to do it like this. Please do it that way.
You know, when it works, it works. If it don't, do something else. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes, I hate to say it, when you're in a relationship, you're writing with a pencil.
Yeah.
If it don't work, erase it and write something else. We're going to keep trying to get it right. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to do. Keep going until we get it right. We don't just throw the whole paper out and say no and go get something else.
Right.
No, we keep working, rewriting it, getting it right. We're practicing. We're practicing with each other. Mm-hmm. Till we get that perfect sentence structure or get that math equation figured out perfectly. You know, because like I said, at the end, we're looking for the answer to keep
the
us
best answer.
Yes, to make us work.
And then that may not even be perfect. You know, the word perfect to me is just,
yeah.
You know how I feel about the word perfect.
So
perfect is relative. It's relative. I think
until we get it right for us.
Right, until it works, and that can evolve over time, right? Dave and Sabrina been together for 80 years, so you know, after 80 years of being together,
that make Dave 100.
They've grown and they've changed, and so things will, you know, what they might have liked 60 years ago might not be what they like now at 80 years later. So
yeah,
you don't know.
We don't.
And I'm being serious. Like you have no idea.
And what you say about evolve,
mm-hmm.
and to me, as I blossom in our relationship with you, one of the things I'm learning, and it's keeping in the forefront of it often comes out to the forefront of my mind, making sure we evolve together. Because often one will evolve or one will de-evolve or
dissolve.
Dissolve. Hell, evolve, hell. Smelly, funky, stanky, all the same damn thing. Or evolve in different ways.
Yeah.
You know. And that's also something that has to be established. And that's off task. But anyway. And one more thing, and I'm in this on my points. With the beta male and alpha female. Mm-hmm. What tends to lead to that, which I have certain qualities of it, is the people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
When too much of people, when you do a lot of people pleasing, it's really giving you all this control and say, I don't want it. That's all I want to do is make you happy. If okay, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. Let me do this. It's not decision making for the household. It's decision making just to please you.
Right. So it's relinquishing in a bit.
It is.
Yeah.
So now something that I was like, ooh.
Yeah, you do that sometimes.
Yeah, I know it. And so I acknowledge that. You know, so yeah.
And then I know you're doing it, so I'd be like, sir.
It ain't what you say. You don't say no sir.
I don't.
Anyway.
But I'm being nice. Because, you know, I'm transparent all the time. So I'm like, let me be nice today. Let me be nice. So, wait. So, it's 7:51.
Uh-huh.
So, we did good on time. So, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you all contributing to the conversation. Of course, before we close out, we have to remind you all, this weekend is the 1-year DART anniversary celebration. And so, what you showing earlier, babe?
Yeah.
Let me do it because you can't see. I can see a little bit.
Yeah. I make it look good though.
Get your mask. Okay? Hope you got your ladies, you got your dresses. Fellas, you got your little things put together, your slacks or your jeans and your top coats, you got your things put together for Saturday. Friday is the happy hour.
At Wizards. 5 to what?
5 to 8. At Wizards Sports Lounge in Richardson.
Right off 75.
Right off 75, right next to Papa Do's. And on Saturday is the masquerade party from 5 to 8. It's going to be at Cleopatra Hookah Lounge. If you want to attend that, please cash out your $5. A whole whopping $5. Cash your $5 before. Please don't come and say, I'm going to give you my $5. Please do it the way we asking. We got these rules in place for a reason. We're trying to keep up with stuff. Send your $5 cash out to $Marcus.
Mr.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm putting in the comments.
Yeah.
At Mr. Marcus 76. Right?
Yeah, I think it was. I got to look it up again.
Okay.
We'll repost it, but I want to say it's 76. I'm laughing about something different. I ain't put the Mr. in there. They generate that by itself.
Ain't nobody said that. I mean, if you feeling,
It generate that part by itself when I established Cash App. Anyway.
So it's $5 per person. $5 per person if you're going to be coming to the Saturday masquerade party. Okay? On Sunday, the finale, we're going to be doing a small trail walk. We're going to have a trainer out there to kind of show us different techniques that we can do in the park, at home, just things to kind of help us to stay healthy because, we all about healthy, healing, positivity, empowerment, love. So after that, we're going to have a picnic. So bring your coolers, bring your blankets, whatever it is that you want. We'll have covered seating as well. But if you want to sit out in the grass, we have a big surprise for y'all on Sunday. So if you don't come to the finale, you'll get to see the pictures later, and the people that attend can tell you all about it. But Sunday is the finale. But
in talking about finales, that's wonderful. And something just came to me. You know what's the best thing to do in the park?
What?
Play some dominoes or some spades.
Ooh, yeah. Bring your A game. Especially in dominoes, because I beat the shit out of Marcus a couple of months ago in dominoes.
Well,
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to do you like that.
I thought you were being submissive.
I ain't. Whatever you like.
Well, stand on one leg and
Want me to jump?
Part of the dog.
I did put the right cash out too.
Okay. So, all that to say, bring people, invite some people. Because this, it's phenomenal. In the past few weeks, how many new members came?
We gained about almost 20 new members in the last week and a half. So we appreciate that. Means that people are sharing. That means that people are inviting. that means that people are showing up. Today, I posted the top 5 people, but we got a lot of people that keep showing up. It's more than that 5, but that's what Facebook showed. But we wanted to show love because we have people that have never missed an event. Mm-hmm. Never missed one event we've had. The Campbells have never, ever missed an event.
And the ones who had missed just one event
they had something going on.
And they were downright mad about
it.
Right. They were disappointed.
Janelle was hot.
Yeah.
She had to miss that event. Last point that we're going to make. So we have a couple of people that have already ordered shirts that they want to wear for the Friday happy hour. Thank you, Cassandra, for getting this done for us. These are Misi's shirts that her and her husband are going to wear. So
that St. Louis came out.
Yeah, the St. Louis come out every now and then, y'all. You gonna hear them R's. You gonna hear them R's over there.
Yeah.
But no, you can order your shirts. You're too late to order them for Friday, but if you want to order a shirt and support Data Firm the Real, get at me. Let us know if that's what you want to do. Any other thing we missing?
Nope.
So, we're going to see y'all on Friday, right?
And Saturday.
And Sunday.
Right on.
Right on. It's going down.
All right. Good night.
Peace.